Bring your kitties, bring your wife. Guaranteed to have the time of your life because the Mets are really in the ball. Knocking those home runs over the wall. East side, west side, everybody's coming down to meet the NCTS Mets of New York. Oh, the butcher and the baker and the people of the beach, where they go to meet the Mets. Oh, they're hollering, they're cheering, and they're jumping in the seats, where they go to meet the Mets. All the fans are true to the orange and blue, so hurry up and come on down, cause we got ourselves a ball from the Mets of New York town. Give them a yell, give them a hand, and let them know you're rooting in the stand. Come on and meet the Mets, meet the Mets. Step right up and greet the Mets. Bring your kiddies, bring your wife. Guaranteed to have the time of your life because the Mets are really stopping the ball. Knocking those home runs over the wall. The east side, west side, everybody's coming down to meet the NCTS Mets of New York. Of New York.
Hey, welcome everybody. This is CP Cards and Dice, and I welcome you to another streaming event using Ballscore. I'm rolling using Stratomatic. I'm replaying the 2015 Mets, and they're at home in Flushing, Queens. They are facing the I just went blank on who they're facing, the Washington Nationals. So got a little bit of crowd behind us. And I'm going to be doing a little bit of mini tutorial on how to use Ballscore as well as we go. So we are in the bottom of the 7th, and the score is 3-1 Mets. The Nationals just brought in Matt Thornton, lefty, to face Granderson, a lefty, Juan Lagares, a righty, and then Lucas Duda, another lefty. Here in the bottom of the 7th, it was Strasburg who started the game. He allowed only one earned run. 3 runs total. So it's basically a 3-1 score. It's the bottom of the 7th, and the Mets record is 13-9 up to this point. Ballscore keeps that for you, so they kind of do that for you. So that's an advantage. So I'm going to start rolling here. I'm going to get a pitch from Matt Thornton, see what happens. It's going to be off Matt Thornton's card against the lefty. It's going to be a 4-7, and that's a pop out to the right side. And every so often, I don't know why. Let's see. All right. And it's a pop out. It's going to be a 4. And that's 1 out in the inning. So Granderson heads back to the dugout. And next is Juan Lagares. Juan Lagares on the day is 0 for 3, grounded out into a double play, and then struck out twice. It's going to be a 4-10. This time against a righty. A 4-10 is a ground ball shortstop X. And the shortstop is Ian Desmond at this time in 2015 for the Nationals. He can play every sort of position. He's played center field. He's played first base. He can play every position that Ian Desmond. And that's an 11. So we're going to have to look here at the advanced fielding chart. And 11 is going to make me look at his fielding number, his error number, rather. And that's pretty high from what I remember. And he's got a 29, an E29. So let's see what happens. We rolled snake eyes on E29. That may be a 2-base error. Let's see what happens there. And a 1-4 is going to be a 2-base error. And then otherwise it's a ground ball that he gets to. And it's a 6. So he gets to that one and throws out Lagares. 6-3 for out number 2. I'm using mostly the hot buttons. Every so often I use the mouse. Gotta learn the hot buttons. That's really the key element. Lucas Duda walked, struck out, and grounded out. And that's a 3-8. That's going to be on Lucas's card. A 3-8 is a ground ball second base. So that's going to be an O for out and then E for ground out to second base. And the system guides you, shows you the letters. So you eventually start learning, especially the ones, the most, typical outs. Those are easy to learn quickly. So it's on the mound for the Mets. In the top of the 8th is Jack Leathersick. He was a left-handed thrower who played a few games for the Mets in 2015. I'm using original lineups, and the guys who are pitching get to pitch. So that's how I do it. Denard Span is the leadoff batter. He's a left-handed batter, and Leathersick is a left-handed pitcher, so it works out. That's why he was brought in the previous inning. So here goes. We're going to get a pitch in the top of the 8th. Mets lead at 3-1. And that's going to be a 2-7. That's off the batter's card against the lefty. A 2-7 is a fly ball to left. That's going to be an O-U. And again, I got to do that again. O-U. That's fly out to left field. 1 down. Yunel Escobar, he's 0 for 3. He's grounded out into a fielder's choice and flied out. And that is a 4-8 against a righty. A 4-8 is ball 4. So Leathersick walks Escobar. That brings the tying run to the plate, and Jason Worth. Jason Worth is the left fielder, the right-handed batter. And then we're going to face another lefty and then another righty. So we're probably going to bring in a lefty to face Ryan Zimmerman. We're going to probably bring in a righty to face Ryan Zimmerman. Right now, we're going to see if Jack Leathersick can get to at least Bryce Harper. That's going to be a 1-4, and that's ball 4. So that's bad news right now for the Mets. So that's back-to-back walks by Leathersick, and then we got a lefty, Bryce Harper. But Leathersick, I feel, is kind of struggling right here. Do I bring in another pitcher? That's the question. Do I bring in Sean Gilmartin? Or do I let me. Oh, I forgot to roll the one-sided die. Gotta do that. I'll do that twice. Oh, that's a 2, so that could be a potential. Nope. Leathersick has nothing on it. A 2 would be, well, a 4, 5, or 6 could be a pass ball. We roll a 1, so then we're going to roll it one more time. And that's a 1, but Leathersick, again, has no balks and no wild pitches, so it's not going to happen. All right, so it's Bryce Harper. We're gonna trust, confide in Leathersick. We're going to go out and talk to him, and we're going to let him face Bryce Harper. And that's going to be a 1-3, and that's going to be a diamond shot. Oh, no, against a lefty. A 1-3 again. We got really lucky there. Because against a righty, that would have been potential home run. In a diamond shot in New York would be 1-11. We have a home run, and this game would be in jeopardy at that point. But we're really lucky. A 1-3 is a ballpark single, and in that case, you got to roll a 1. So I'm going to roll the 20-sided die for a 1, and there's no 1, so that's line and caught by Murphy at second base. So we got really, really lucky there. And now it's going to be Zimmerman. Ryan Zimmerman. He's got a lot of power. And we're going to bring in a right-hander to face Zimmerman. And it's going to be Carlos Torres. Carlos Torres is going to face Zimmerman. So we're going to go to new pitcher up here on the upper left-hand corner. And we find Carlos Torres. Got to be careful because I got 2 Torres. One's a lefty, one's a righty. And we're going to put him batting 9th. So there he is. A righty is going to face Ryan Zimmerman. Going to roll one die for the wild pitch. Nope, it's a 20. So here goes. 2 outs. Top of the 8th. Mets are up 3-1. Ryan Zimmerman, the batter. Carlos Torres looks in for the sign. There's two men on. Here's a pitch. And it's a 3. That's going to be off Zimmerman's card against a righty. A 3-3. Oh, my goodness. That's going to be a diamond shot. Home run. 1-11, and the Nats take the lead. Here goes. A 16. Oh, it's caught. Caught at the warning track by Kadire. So we got really lucky there. Really lucky. I think that's the second time that's happened to Zimmerman today. And in the 9th, we're going to bring in our closer, Jerry Familia. Michael Kadire is going to face Matt Thornton. Actually, you know what? Yeah, he's going to face Matt Thornton. 1, 2, 3. Here's the pitch from Matt Thornton to Michael Kadire. We're trying to get Thornton, the lefty, to face the next batter, and then we'll bring in a relief pitcher, a right-hander. It's a 1-9. So against a lefty, it's going to be a 1-9, and that's a home run, 1-9 home run. So that would be nice. And we roll a 5. That's a deep drive to left field. Back goes Worth to the track, to the wall. Looks up. That's out of here. Mets take a 4-1 lead. So Michael Kadire got a hold of that one. Puts it in the seats in left field. Gives the Mets a 4-1 lead. A little bit extra insurance. If the Mets win this one, they will improve their record to 14-9, but that's not guaranteed. We're still playing this game. We're in the bottom half of the 8th inning, and it's Thornton facing Murphy, and that's going to be a 6-9. A 6-9 is a ground ball to the second baseman, and at second base is not Santana, Espinoza to Zimmerman, 4-3. And that's out number 1. Eric Campbell, a right-hander. So we're going to bring in a relief pitcher, a right-hander. And that's going to be Blake Trinan. I think it's Trinan. So Blake Trinan comes in. Or Trenin. Let's see. I think it's Trenin, actually. All right, so Blake Trinan, the right-hander, is in there to face Eric Campbell. There's 1 out. Scores 4-1. We're in the bottom of the 8th. 4-10, and that's going to be off Trennan's cart. 4-10 is ball 4. So Trennan walks the first batter he faces right out of the bullpen. And next is Wilmer Flores. And if you look in the upper right-hand corner, it tells you he's got a 2-game hitting streak. Let's see what he's batting. Batting .293. That's going to be a 6-7 strike 3. So Flores down on strikes. 2 outs. And it's Kevin Plawecki. Kevin Plawecki's 1 for 3. He's batting .233 on the season. He's got 1 home run in 30 at-bats. That's a 6-9er. A 6-9er is a line drive base hit to left field. And stopping at second is going to be Eric Campbell. So first and second, and we got the pitcher due up. And now we got to check and see who's actually up here. Let's see. Carlos Torres. All right. So Carlos Torres is actually up. So we're going to pinch hit for Carlos Torres. Let's see who pinch hit in this game real quick. Let me see. John Mayberry. John Mayberry's going to come in a pinch. So we're going to click on pinch hitter in the upper left-hand corner. Mayberry, John. And he may stay in and play right field. Or left field. We'll see what happens. So runners on first and second, 2 outs. John Mayberry in there against Blake Trennan. We'll roll 1 die, see what happens. It's a 10. And here's the pitch. It's 6, so it's going to be off the pitcher's card. It's 6-6, and that's strike 3. Big strikeout for Trennan, gets the Nats out of trouble. And we go to the next inning. We're going to bring in Jerry Familia to close this out. Jerry Familia had an exceptional 2015 season. New pitcher, whereas, and we're going to put him in the we're going to put him in the 9th spot. Actually, you know what? I'm going to double switch. Now, it's 3-1. I'm going to put him in the 9th spot. Let me see. So let me Familia in the 9th spot. There he is. 9th spot. Boom. Easy peasy. All right. So let me get Familia's going to face Wilson Ramos, Ian Desmond, and Danny Espinoza. So let me find Familia. All right, so Familia's in there. I'll tell you a little bit about Familia. He was 2-2 with a 1.85 ERA and 43 saves. Doing a heck of a job for the Mets here. All right, it's Wilson Ramos. Wilson Ramos is 0 for 3, struck out twice, grounded out. That's going to be a 5-4 off of Familia's card. A 5-4 is a ground ball, third baseman X. Now, that's never good because Campbell is a 4 E32. We rolled a 12, and we're going to have to look at his E32. He's got like 9 errors on the season, and this will probably be another one. That's an 11. A 32, and 11 is – oh, no, he gets to this ball, fires to first, and makes the out. So a nice play, surprised everybody. 5-3. That's 1 out from Familia here in the 9th. Ian Desmond next. And that's a 3-4. A 3-4 is a ground ball up the middle. And Flores gets to it, fires on the run, and that's out number 2. Switch hitting Danny Espinoza with 2 outs. Wow, there's a big cat fight going on out there. Ugly cat fight. All right. Danny Espinoza. Oh, foul ball. All right, it's a 5-7. That's going to be off Familia's card. A 5-7 against a lefty batting Danny Espinoza. 5-7. That's strike 3. Ball game over. So Familia comes in and gets the side 1-2-3. And we're going to take a look and see what save that is for Espinoza. We're going to end the game. We're going to give DeGrom a win. And we're going to give Familia a save. Everybody in between is going to get a hold. And then it's going to be the loss for Strasburg. Game was Thursday, April 30th. And now we're going to save it all. Let me look and see if we look at the box score now. Yeah, the win is there. Okay, the loss is 0-1 for him. Oh, DeGrom wins his 4th game. He's 4-0 with a 2.12 ERA, and that's Familia's 6th save of the season. This is what this is what Ballscore does for you. It makes a really nice box score. All right, so that's what it does for you. It makes a really nice box score. Now, Granderson had 3 hits. He's batting 220. Never bets very high. Kadire batting 261 with 2 hits. Campbell with 3 for 3 raised his average to 230. Flores went 1 for 4. Plawecki 2 for 4 raised his average to 258. It was Lagares and Duda who didn't get a hit in this game, and Murphy. Murphy's batting 253. On the other side, basically, the Nats only had 2 hits against Met pitching. So Met pitching is doing an outstanding job so far in 2015 for us. And I get a chance to win some games by replaying the Mets 2015 season as opposed to taking the losing seasons. It's a little bit more fun when you actually win a game every so often. So now I'm going to export the data. That exports one team. Now I'm going to export the other team. And I think that's the way you got to do it. I think you got to do all that. So now I'm going to set up the next game and discard this. The next game is going to be the 31st. Oh, no, the 31st. Oh, well, there is no 31st. So it's going to what? Be May 1st. The next game is May 1st. There we go. Friday, May 1st. And I'm going to load the Nats roster. And I'm going to load up their last lineup. I'm hoping that that'll be the next lineup as well. And that's it. So Mets 2015. I use actual lineups. I use Baseball Reference to kind of pick out the actual lineup. And I try my best to duplicate it. If I need to make out cards, I have the app and I make out some cards. Although I know 365 allows you to make cards as well. Other news is that I picked up a $23 complete 2015 baseball Topps season. So I'll be able to look at these players for this era. There's some players that I just don't remember all that well. In those uniforms, in those particular uniforms. So here we go to Washington. Washington, the 1st, May 1st, this game, Mets shut out Washington. Who shuts them out? Oh, Scherzer versus Harvey. Holy smokes. So Scherzer's going in this game against Harvey. So I'm going to put in Scherzer. Max Scherzer. So Scherzer's in there as the pitcher. That's a good thing. Now let me look at the rest of the lineup. Let's see if there are any. Taylor leads it off. So we're going to put Taylor in there in center field. Michael Taylor, going to put him, double-click center field. That puts him in center field. Jason Worth is going to bat left. He continues to bat left, third, play left field. Ramos, Desmond, Ugla is going to be at second base rather than Espinoza. So we're going to bring in Dan Ugla. We're going to double-click on second base. And that's it. Team is ready. So we're going to save this lineup. And we're going to OK. And there it is. That's the lineup for the next game. Now we're going to go to the bottom of the inning. We're going to put the Mets in. I'll load roster. Load the Mets. And let's see. Okay. Let's see. Let me just quickly go back one. Search here. And okay, so we're gonna upload the last lineup. And do we have one with Harvey? Sure, we have one here with Harvey. We may have to make changes. I know we have to make a change for Travis d'Arnaud because Travis d'Arnaud has been injured for a while. And all right, so batting second is going to be Lagares. He's the one who's been batting second pretty much of late. So we're going to bat him second. And then Duda's batting third, Kadire fourth, Murphy, then Flores is in the sixth spot. So Kadire, we got to put Kadire in the fourth spot. He's not in there. And he plays left field. Murphy's in the fifth spot. The sixth spot is going to be Flores. Flores was an up-and-coming shortstop for the Mets at this time. Never was they expected him to do a lot more hitting than he actually did. Oh, we got a new player in this lineup. It's going to be Dilson Herrera. And I don't even know if I wrote him in yet. I don't think I have. Look, he's not in there. Harvey is the only H I have. So we're going to add a player to roster. Herrera, Dilson. And I don't remember if he bat lefty or what. No, he's a righty. So that's exciting. New player. It's always exciting to have a new player. See how he does in his first outing with the Mets. Let's save that roster. And then let's get Herrera in there to play second base. And let's see. Who else? Number 8 batter is going to be Kevin Plawecki. He's filling in as catcher for the injured Travis d'Arnaud. He's splitting the time with Tony Recker. And then finally, it's Matt Harvey. Make sure there's no other pitchers. And then we're going to check the defense for everybody. So that looks about right. So let's click OK. And then we're going to check the defense for both teams. Make sure there's no anomalies. Nothing strange going on. Everything looks about right there. And let's look at the Mets defense. So I'll look. Oh, I got Curtis Granderson. Why is he? Wait a second. That's weird. You know, Granderson keeps on showing up everywhere all the time. I don't know why that's happening. So what we got to do here is we got to go back to the Mets. Got to go back to the Mets. And we got to edit, undo score sheet. I have to undo this score sheet. Set default. Oh, wait. No, we're not going to do that. Lineup, modified load lineup. Replace player in lineup. And not that one either. Scorebook function startup. Print, save as. Undo score sheet. How about that one? What does that mean? No. Edit pitching. Remove batter from lineup. That's not gonna. Oh wait. Let's try to do that. Let's try to do that with Curtis Granderson. Let's see if that works. So change defense. Let's see if we can remove player from lineup. It's going to be, let's see. So let's see if he disappears from the box score. Yeah, okay, good. So now we're going to bring him in as a right fielder. So edit, lineup, insert new batter already played in the field. No. Load lineup, insert new pitcher, change defense. Edit player, remove edit pitching limit, calculate, toggle. Replace player in lineup. All right, so we're going to put Granderson in right field in the first slot. Now let's look at the defense. There he is. Oh, but he's still at third base. Let's find out why this is happening. Let's look and see at the box score. Who's the third baseman? Oh, I don't have a third baseman. I left 2 guys at second base. Okay, that's why. So what happened is Murphy, they moved Murph, who always plays second, to third base. So I got to remove Murph as well. All right, let me go back. So let me remove Murph. Let me remove 2 players here. Because this is what's going to happen. If I just go to defense, right? Let's just say I go to defense. I go to defense, right? And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put in Murph at second base. Third base, excuse me, third base. And I'm going to click OK. Let's see what happens to the box score. Look what happens to the box score. I don't know if it's... see, it says Murph was at second base and then third base. So what I got to do is I got to remove Murph altogether. So let's remove a player. Let's remove Murph. That's Control 9. Okay, I'm going to remove a player. Remove batter in lineup, slot 1. There, he's gone. All right, so now I'm going to add a player. And it's going to be Murphy. He's going to be playing at third base now. So I should be able to fix it. Now this becomes much more complicated later if you already have at bats, I think. I don't know how that works. But I'm just learning this system. So I'm going to put in Murphy, but this time I'm going to put him in at third base. See there? And he's going to bat in the first spot. And that should fix the box score. Let's see if it fixes the box score. All right, so I got Murph at third base. There you go. I fixed everything. Everything was looking good. Everybody's in their right position. So Murph, for the first time, is playing third base. And let me look and see what Murph looks like at third base. He's not going to be very good at third base either. He's a 3 E25. That's still better than Campbell. So we removed Campbell from third base because the guy can't play, is a terrible defensive player, and he's batting like 200, actually 230, but in reality batted 200. So we got a new third baseman. I much prefer. So the Mets are messing with their offense here and their defense, trying to get better defense and also keep the offense going. So they keep Murph at third, and they're going to bring in Dilson Herrera, see how he does. So if he hits, he stays. If he doesn't hit, he's going to be out. But I can't wait till the 31st of July, because the 31st of July is when we're finally going to see real change. And the Mets get Cespedes, and they get Uribe, and they get a few players like that who are going to make a big difference, and they're going to come through big time for the Mets. So that's going to be it. We're ready to roll here. And I'm going to set up the next game, and I don't know that I'll stream the next game, but I will stream the one following that. I want to play this series today, this Washington series, 4 games, Washington at New York, and the Mets are now, they improved their record. They're 14-9. I want to see how where I can get them. They were 90-72, so right now they're only 5 games above 500. And originally they were 18 games around above 500. So I want to improve that. So that's it. This is CP Cards and Dice saying have a great afternoon, and it's about lunchtime now. So enjoy that. Take care.